Hello and welcome back to another video. I have tweaked a few mic settings, so hopefully the audio quality is a little bit better than it was before. But we're back in the create world because I was enjoying this project and I want to continue. So what are the plans for today? Well, I don't really have many plans, but one thing I wanted to do is if we just take our grappling whisk, go over here real quick. We have this area down here, and I'm thinking in this cliff face would be a nice idea to have a quarry, because like I said in the last episode, I wanted not to lag my main area with the cobble gen, so it being here will, I think, just work better because it won't be lagging out my game. And we can still chunk load it because I have the create power loader mod, which lets us chunk load stuff, which is pretty cool. I'm not exactly sure how these work, but I did test a bit and they do work. So what do we actually do? How do we link these up? How will we get items from here to there? I'm glad you asked. So somewhere, I don't know where, we're gonna want a road going over here. We're gonna have to cover this up, but go through here, probably like have a little tunnel through here, and then we'll have our factory, quarry, whatever you want to call it, right here. I don't have it designed, but we can just plan out stuff for now. I do think I want a bridge crossing over, but I'm not exactly sure where. If we have everything on this level, I think this one here is the level I chose, which is 64. Let's see where that takes us over through the mountain here. I think maybe like this level is good. Okay, so we're 4 blocks up. We can probably just go up 4 blocks through the tunnel. Or well, this bridge needs raising up as well, because I don't want it to be flat on the water. I guess the bridge can be slightly curved. I don't really know. We will see how it turns out. So how do we want? We want to move this road down, or well, this road will still go down here, right? Let's see what this level's at actually. 68, so we'll have to go down a few blocks if we go from here. That's not too much of an issue. So we have our tracks here, but we can probably set up some signals and stuff, because well, here probably if I want a big truck bringing over all the cobblestone, it won't fit in here, let's be honest. It's gonna be a big truck, so it's probably gonna have to be parked out here. So the question is, do we want it to stop here, or do you want this to be a road that just goes by? I think the better idea would be some sort of parking here. The truck goes in here, parks, and then it reverses back out and keeps going. So I just had another idea as well. Instead of having this down here, we can maybe bring it up a few blocks, 4 blocks. So it would be something like this height. Maybe that wouldn't look too good though. I'm just thinking with reference to this, if this is up like 4-ish blocks, might look a bit nicer. We're gonna have a dock or something. Not too sure, to be honest. I mean, if we go up a few blocks, let's get some real quick. If we go, let's see, so we're at Y68 there. We can take this off. So I did want this to slope down a bit to go under the track, but that's not really possible if that's at that height. We'd have to like go down and back up again. So I don't think that's the greatest idea. I think we'll keep it the way it is. This slope here will probably go, and we'll have a walled off area as well, similar to what we have like with the canal and out there. And obviously this train track won't be here. This will go all the way around, so we will probably also be going under one of the tracks, then having a bridge to cross over. Then this will slightly slope up and go into there. All right, I think that's a pretty good idea. But we do need to slope this down, and I'm not sure if this is exactly how I want the track to be. How does it look here? That's only one from here as well. Okay, we'll keep it like that. We don't really have to worry about this track because, like I said earlier, that will go all the way around. But we do need to slope underneath this. So let's get a few blocks, and we do need to get rid of a bit here. So we're gonna want something like this to wall that off, right? And let's see what level we want. We want to be at this level. Let's get a bit of grass here and probably my wand. So we're gonna want something like this, and we're gonna want to somehow curve this out. Yeah, we'll actually want to remove a little bit more here just so we can see what we're doing better. Even that might be a little short for any trucks that are going by, so you might need to extend this. See, a little issue is this was never intended to be a proper road, so it's only a one-way road or one lane, so we can only have one vehicle going here at a time, which is unfortunate, but what can you do? But that also means can't really do much about this. How high would a truck be? So the wheels would be on this level, then maybe that height-ish, 5 blocks. So we do need to make this a little bit bigger. I spent a bit of time just figuring out how I want this to work, and I've come to the conclusion that it's actually fine leaving it like this, and we just need to move this a little bit. So let's get some stone slabs and just get rid of all of this. Alright, so the slope's gonna be like this, and we'll add some walls here and here and make this look nicer later at some point. For now, I want to go ahead and just, actually I don't think I even need to use that or not. Alright, let's put that back. Right, so this is kind of how the road is gonna go. And I'm just thinking now, maybe because we're not here anymore, we can actually extend these roads so we can have 2 lanes, so that the cars and stuff driving around here won't really interfere. So we will have to extend this out by a few blocks. Alright, so if we have the middle here, each car is about 4 or 3 blocks wide. I think if we just add an extra 3 blocks to everything, I think that will work out good for us. I think that will also look a lot better than just having a really narrow road across, and the bridge would actually look really bad if we left it at this level, so it will probably slope up here to get onto the bridge, which needs to go up 4 blocks anyway, so it works out. I think that looks alright. Obviously, it won't really translate properly with this single lane road here, but not many cars will be driving up here anyway. We have like a depot here and a depot here. That's about every place it can go to. But obviously, it'll go either here or here to put in the cobblestone into this farm, because like I said in the previous episode, I don't want to use that anymore. But this is probably as far as we'll go for now with this section, because while I have nothing planned here and we're working on this anyway. So I think we want the bridge to probably start like here, and we want the road to be at this level, so we will have to slope this up a little bit. I think that sort of slope works. We'll just extend this out a little. I have extended this all the way down now. So we have this slope here, which will go up onto this bridge here, which I think is definitely better than having it flat like that. I think it looks a lot better that way. But now we just have to mine through here, and we will make it onto the other side. It's going to be a kind of long tunnel, but I think that's fine enough. So let's make a drill real quick. We can probably pull out our old one and build off from there. So yeah, we definitely need to extend this a little bit. I definitely have enough drills, so that's not an issue. We can just go ahead and put all of this in here. So let's see, we need a cart assembler, which we have. We need this, some charcoal, probably some more chests, and glue. We definitely want 4 at least. I think we'll actually just go up 1 more, do the same here and here. Probably something like that is fine. We can just get some more chests on here, just because there will be a lot of items. Alright, the tunnel is finished now. It is pretty long. I just turned on my night vision. You can see it is pretty long, but I think that's actually alright. So if we could just go through here, we end up down here, which will be used for our gravel, stone, and sand making. Probably clay as well. Why not? We might as well just put that here. But to make sure it's far enough away, I won't be making them here. There might be some other buildings here for other stuff. But for the cobble gen and stuff, that will be in this wall here to make sure it's as far as possible from everything. But for now, I want to actually continue on with making the bridge. The texturing and stuff and all that we can do later. But I want to make the actual structure of the bridge now. The only problem is, what block do I use? I would make everything, I would use the stone here, but I feel like everything's gonna look very similar to each other if I keep it that way. So I was thinking maybe some deep slate instead. Just a nice dark deep slate bridge, because these do kind of blend in together quite a bit. Like, thankfully there is some variation, so you can kind of tell the difference between, but I don't want there to be so much of I don't want it to look so similar as it does over here. So we'll probably make a nice dark deep slate bridge here, and we'll probably make the tunnel as well out of deep slate and other stuff. So I probably have a little bit of deep slate, probably not enough, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, no, I definitely don't have enough. We'll probably have to use our miner to get some more deep slate, because that's very little to work with. So let me go deal with that and start building, and we'll see where it all goes. I've done some progress here. Now we have a sort of a bridge, and I've tried making these like support things. I think this looks alright, so we're gonna copy onto this side as well. I don't think I'll have enough blocks though. More of this industrial iron. Let's go make some real quick. Right, this will be plenty enough now. Actually, let's see, how tall is this? 84. I think we want it at this level. Then we get our girders in here, and just, if I can place it correctly, then we just want to copy this to this side here as well. Then we just kind of do something like that on all of these layers. So I forgot to unmute, so let me redo all of this again so I can show what I was up to. So I've made a bunch of monorails, which we'll use for these slopes. I think it looks pretty nice. But if I try to place it like that, it gives me like a diagonal thing there, and I don't want it at this level. So if you put it down here, it doesn't go diagonally anymore. So the way I just solved that was just breaking this block for a second, and boom. And we connect this down here to the middle. Now we got some nice slopes there, and like I've done here, we're gonna put some girders down to make this look more connected and stable. And I actually got really lucky with the slope here, which it managed to allow me to actually place these down the way I want them to. We just copy the same thing here. So that's this section done. I do want to have some like straight line here, some kind of slope to connect this down to this side. Same thing over here. And I think it will be easier to do on this side first. So let's just try this real quick. I think I just want it to go down to this like that. And then, alright, I don't want it to be a bend, so that's an issue. Alright, so I don't think I can actually, actually that worked out pretty All right, can I remove that? I can't. Okay. Or wait, maybe we can kind of cheat this a little bit here. All right, that is exactly what I wanted. We can connect that down like that. We probably want to use our boards here to cover that texture thing off. And yeah, I think that worked out pretty well. Let's just, I actually want it to go this way, if I can place it the right way. Can I just connect this? I can, all right. And then we could take our boards out again and just cover that up. Yeah, I think that worked out pretty well. We do have this little thing here, which is gonna annoy me. I can put a block there, but it does look a bit weird. Can I put like a step maybe? Yeah, I think that's all right. Just to cover up that gap. We can do that in all of these. We'll do it on the other side later. I need some more girders, that's for sure. Let's go make some real quick. I need to stop by to get some andesite alloy. Alright, that's probably enough girders. Oh yeah, I think that looks pretty good. For someone that doesn't build bridges, I think that looks pretty good as a bridge. I mean, it looks like one, so. Okay, unfortunately with this one, we can't actually connect these properly, but what can you do? Actually, don't want it there, I want it here. And there's still gaps there, but I still think it looks fine as it is. Let's get these last few in here. I need to light this up as well, this is annoying me. Alright, so we can do something like that, and then maybe let's get some of these wall blocks. That is not where I placed it. Alright, let's try this again. I'm gonna put a copycat wall and one of those. Just add a little something to these bits here. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. It's pretty dark gray, black, whatever you want to call it. But I think it did work out fine. Alright, so let's just, before I forget, do these little bits here. Okay, that's, yep. Okay, I messed it up. Let's try putting that back. Okay, it worked. Alright, cool. So now we want to do the same here. And while I'm at it, I can put a step in there as well. Alright, well, I'm accidentally using this plating block, but when it's not connected, it looks exactly the same. So it is actually fine. Alright, so let's try to connect these down. Alright, that won't really work. Alright, so if we just put a block here, so we can get this to slope like that. I think then if we connect this, okay, we can't connect that. Okay, let's try to connect this without that. So we got a nice little slope here. We can just do that. So it's a bit shorter than the other one, but it still has the same slope. So I think that's fine. And I don't think I'll have enough of these. Oh no, we do. Just do that. Get our boards. Let's just connect this down like that. We can do the same on this side, and then get these walls here. Alright, so let's just put in our girders here, and then we're finished. Alright, that's the bridge done. And I don't think it looks too bad. I don't really build bridges, and I've never built a bridge in this style before, but it actually worked out pretty good, I think. It looks like a bridge. If it's not, like, correct with how normal bridges are made, with how the cabling works and all that, then I don't know anything about bridges, so please don't get mad at me. Yeah, that's the bridge done, apart from the texturing down here. And probably putting some lights around, because I don't want to keep having issues here. So next up, we probably have to work on this tunnel here. And I don't even know where to start here. And also I made the drill 1 block short, and I don't know how I didn't realize. So I gotta remine out this section here. I really don't know how I didn't realize it's not centered, but yeah, so we gotta remove a layer, but we can do that when we're actually working on this as well. But if we go over here, we do also have to do stuff with the roads here. I'm really not sure what to do. If we keep this kind of hilly like it is, or we just make like a supporting wall around. I'm not sure. This definitely needs to get changed though, because I don't want a flat wall like this here. Good start anyway, so we should start working on this tunnel here. It would be a pretty good idea to actually do that. But first I need to mine this here, so let me do that real quick. Okay, so I just mined out this section here, so now it's properly like it's supposed to be. And I've also extended this out and actually, you know, just make it look like an actual tunnel entrance. Probably still some work I can do, like making the terraforming look a little bit better on this, but either way, for now, we're working on the inside. And I spent a bunch of time getting some shroom lights because I think these will be useful to have as the lights that will go here. But I do want to get these changed. And this was my little setup here for gathering all this. It's yeah, there's a lot. All right, so I think it's this one. Yeah, I think I want the hive one. Yeah, I think the hive one will look the best as like an actual light. So I do want to replace all of this with this texturing first. So let's add my tool, and I need to take this out. Okay, I need some deep slate bricks. I'm running out of everything here. Probably gonna have to replenish my supply. Yeah, eroded deep slate. Okay, sure, I'm just gonna use this. This is not gonna take as long. You know, let's take this with me. That will make things a lot faster to deal with over there. Alright, so let's get some eroded deep slate here. We'll just leave that there and get all of that in place. We need some cracked, disordered deep slate. I think I'm going to be pretty much running out of everything. Let's just do that. Cracked deep slate bricks. Okay, I need to do a lot of work here. I'll be back when I actually get all of this filled up. Alright, I finished finally changing all of this. I had to go get more deep slate so many times, but the texturing on this is now finished. We still have the floor texturing, but we can do that in a little bit. For now, I want to add some details here and also the lights so we can get rid of these torches. So I actually need to clean up in here because I don't have space for all this stuff anymore. All right, let's clean up my backpack a little bit first, and then I can go ahead and figure out what I want to do. I think we can actually just go ahead and switch all this. Actually, we might need that, so I'll keep that. We don't need these anymore. We definitely don't need that. You know what? Let me just do that. That's gonna save me some time. Right, so I want to use some tough, I think, for this next bit. And ideally, I think one of this maybe, or this one. I think this one looks more sturdy. So I want to connect the texture one. That one's not bad either. Yeah, I think this one's probably the best for what I want to do. We'll actually probably want some more of these. That's probably way too much, but let's just pop these in here. We're going to want, get rid of all that, put that back in there. We want this and that. So I want to just add these, kind of have like a divide, if that makes sense. And we will, you know, put them on the side here as well, but we want to do this first. Basically just something like this, going all the way down. So let me just do this real quick. All right, I've added all of these now, and I think it does look better. It adds just a little something to this tunnel. I've also done this around here, and the reason why I didn't just replace these into blocks and instead I used the boards is because it sticks out a little bit, so it's a little bit of extra dimension. Either way though, we got our hived shroom lights now, and I want to use them for lights in here. So I guess I gotta start figuring that out. How does this look? Not bad. Do you want some like trapdoors or something on this though? Maybe some of this stuff? Could go for a copycat, but I don't know which block we'd use for this. Or can we actually... Oh, okay, that works. Alright, we're gonna do that. So let me just real quick change all of these, then and I'll be back. Okay, the lights are in, and I think that worked pretty well. Oh, and if I turn off the night vision, this looks even better. I'm not sure how it will look without the torches, but I guess we'll see soon enough. So now, for the insanely time-consuming part, which this already took ages, but now I need to do all the texturing on the road, and that's going to take forever with how I textured stuff over there. So I'm going to be stuck here for probably like another hour, and because of that, the video will be out late. So time to get back to building. this took absolutely ages to do, but this was worth it. Texturing looks good, the bridge looks good, the tunnel looks good. This all looks good, I think. I went to the nether as well to get a bunch of bone blocks because I think the slight yellow tint to them just works really well as like one of these like strips. But yeah, I did take away all the torches from here because it looks kind of bad. I need to figure out how to add some lighting to here later. I can probably just stick some underneath these. I'd say that's probably fine. But yeah, so unfortunately, because I'm a big procrastinator and this took ages to do, I do have to end this video now. I did want to work over here on this area, but that will have to wait till the next episode because I don't have time. And well, this video is already going to be out late. I have less than an hour pretty much before this video is supposed to be out, which it's not going to happen. But it's a bit of a different video as well. It was just mostly building, but I think it looks pretty good. And if we turn on some shaders as well, this looks even better. I didn't see this with shaders yet, but this looks kind of sick. But our problem with it is it is crashing my game. Right, so my game crashed because of the shaders, but I logged back in and thankfully it only sent me back like a few minutes. So all this was already done, so I didn't actually lose any progress. So before I turn off the shaders, before they crash my game, here's the bridge from shaders. That's better. Now my game shouldn't crash so easily. But either way, that is it for this episode. I don't have any more time to do anything, and I've got phantoms chasing me. So hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.